in line,
As we say in Jamaica, we have burned out the curry. Up top. Alright, so we know where it is again. Okay, welcome back. Chef Champion Kitchen. Don't forget, do the right thing. Okay, let's make a shout out to our sponsors. Of course, we all know sponsors already. Big up Soup and Chill, straight up. Alright, go on, big up yourself, Shamar Silvera. You understand? Big up DJ Muscle, our sponsor. Do the right thing. Alright? Japanese Auto Sales Unlimited. Big up yourself. You understand? Suchman Record. Big up yourself. You understand? And remember every time. Send across the board. Send to your friends and family. Like, share, and subscribe. Do the right thing. Gemini Sound System, one of the sponsors. Big up yourself, set speed. Okay? Today's menu. Today's menu we're going to do today. Very fast dish. A little bit different. Okay? So today we're going to do a coconut curry shrimp. See coconut here? Here is the coconut. In Jamaican language it says silly coconut here. Alright. We have our shrimp. 25 shrimps. Already marinated. Our curry powder. West Indian curry powder. Of course. And our garlic and seasoning. As you can see over here, some of the seasoning that we have. We're using curry powder, with all-purpose seasoning, and of course, with the good old Jamaican Maggi all-purpose. Okay? So the vegetables we're going to use today are onion. We're going to use some sweet pepper, that's known as bell pepper. We're going to use some carrots, some garlic, some ginger. Over here, yes, some tomato. Tomato in our curry, yes, using some tomato today in the curry. Of course, I have some chocho wedge and potato wedge or thyme. Alright? So we're gonna get started. We'll get started on this. And what we're gonna do first is basically, I'm gonna do the sauce first. Okay? And don't forget, yes, coconut curry shrimp, alright? And we'll be serving the shrimp in the coconut. So we're using the coconut both ways today. We'll be getting the coconut juice from the coconut and we will be serving the coconut, the shrimp in the coconut. Alright? Yes, we'll serve the shrimp in the coconut. Okay? So we're gonna get started. We're going to cook all of these vegetables till they're nice and tender. I'll put my curry in at this stage to ensure that my curry powder is properly cooked out. And put a little bit of pimento with that. First we're gonna sweat this out. We're gonna ensure that it's cooked out entirely. And we're gonna cook this one for about 20 minutes. Ensure all the vegetables is nice and tender. Okay, because after it's cooked out nice and tender, then we're gonna blend it. Yes, we're gonna blend it. Okay. So before I add any liquid to it, before I add the coconut juice to it, and any more seasoning, I'm ensuring that the curry is cooked out properly. As we say in Jamaica, we have burned out the curry. Okay? So, in much culinary terms, I should say, that we ensure that the curry is cooked out properly. Alright? As the curry is not cooked out properly, it tends to hurt your tummy. So we'll ensure that the curry is cooked out properly before we So here I'm going to add a little liquid to it. After I burn out the curry, add a little liquid to it. Or you can use regular tap water, you can use some vegetable stock into it, or you can use some fish stock if you like into it. Okay? Make it much stronger in flavor. So I'm just going to let this sweat out a little bit. I'm going to cover it and let it sweat out before it's going to cook for 15-20 minutes. Okay? So you're going to cook the sauce on the fire for 15-20 minutes. Okay? And you see the procedure, right? We saute up our garlic, add our onions, and then we put the rest of the vegetables in. Put your spices, your curry powder, little pimento, your all-purpose seasoning, and you let that burn it out a little bit. Burn it out a little bit. Saute a little bit. Saute a little bit until you can see the curry change in color. And then you're going to add some liquid to it. And then after adding liquid to it, let it cook for 15-20 minutes. Then you're going to put it in the blender. As you can see, we put our tomatoes inside, our thyme. We'll throw our coconut milk inside, our fresh coconut milk. Stir it around a little bit. Okay. We'll let this cook for the next 5 minutes. Then we're gonna puree it. I'm using a blender, a regular home blender, but of course you can use a Robocop, a Bullet, whatever food processor you would like to use. So this is gonna set off for the next 5 minutes. Then we're gonna blend it, and then we're gonna move on to finish off our coconut shrimp curry. Okay, so our shrimp, we're going to give our shrimp a quick saute. We're not going to cook them fully. The reason why you're going to cook it down in the top, but I'm going to give it a quick saute to seal those juices in. Okay? And then we're going to return back the sauce to the pot and finish off our dish. As we said before, we just give it a quick saute, we're not fully cooking them. We're sealing those juices inside. Put them aside. Okay? This is nice, rich curry sauce, no oil, all the way gluten free. Nice and smooth. That's what I'm looking for. That's the texture. See that texture there? So I'm going to return back my shrimps to it now. There we go. And this is just going to simmer for 5 minutes. No longer than 5 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes. Okay? Want to ensure that we don't overcook the shrimp. Shrimp keep it even. Okay? So it's ready. This is our final dish. This is our coconut shrimp curry, the steamed white rice, slice of pumpkin, our chocho and potato wedge. And of course, I said from the beginning, our coconut curry, we serve it in the coconut shell. Okay? Alright? This to also signify and stand out that we're using fresh coconut, not powder. Okay? And of course, it's complemented with a slice of pumpkin and garnished with fresh thyme. The coconut, please ensure with the coconut, you use the coconut shell for serving. Remove the coconut from the shell and clean away all of the husk. The husk is from that's covered the shell. Clean it away and give it a quick wash. Alright? To ensure that it's nice and clean and sexy. You can make it much deeper if you want. As you can see here, I make this one a bit shallow, but you can make it deeper if you want. If you want to add more shrimp, more sauce, or more stew inside. Okay? If you're doing a stew. If you're doing a seafood stew, where you have octopus and shrimp and other seafood inside, you have to make the coconut a lot deeper so you can fill it up. Okay? Here I make it a little shallow, as you can see. So this is our final dish. Alright guys, please remember, you like what you see, you love what you see some new creation, some new ideas, you know the right thing to do. Like, share, subscribe, and do the right thing to get all my notification. Ring that bell. Bang-a-lang, bang-a-lang, bang-a-lang. Alright, at all times.